So, for our espresso shoutouts, I'd like to shout out first Engineer Jem Manlisis. So, if you happen to be watching Engineer Jem, o Jem na lang, collab naman tayo dyan. And next is to Engineer Apple Conception, my coworker sa pinagtatrabahuan ko ngayon. Ayan, she happened to follow me and my podcast and in the Facebook page recently, and nakakuha ako ng direct message from her encouraging me to continue what I'm doing right now to inspire the next generation and the generation of today. So, shout out sa'yo, Ma'am Apple. And I hope you enjoyed the episode today. And next is to TWU, or Things We Used, and kay Sir Aldrich Tang for this Sihu V1 ergonomic chair. Ayan yung inuupuan ko ngayon. Siya yung nakausap ko para mapadala tong Sihu V1 ergonomic chair na to. The link is in the description, yung TWU or the Things We Use na page where you can buy this Sihu V1 ergonomic chair. And last but not the least, si Aaron Charles for this Audio Technica M40X, yung ginagamit ko ngayon na earphones. Kung mapapansin nyo, hindi na yung red na HyperX yung gamit ko na earphones. So, may bago na akong earphones. So, this is care of Aaron Charles. Shout out sa you, bro, and just continue on what you're doing. Itong pandemic na to is just temporary. Babalik din tayo sa normal. So, if you want me to make a review on the ergonomic chair, yung V1 na inuupuan ko ngayon, and yung Audio Technica M40X na headphones, and lahat na rin ng mga gamit ko, like for example, itong Podmic from Rode. So, if you happen to be curious kung ano yung review ko, just comment down below and ipila natin, or I'll make a separate video kung saan i-review ko lahat ng devices na ginagamit ko. And now back to the regular program. So, life is unfair. Ito yung parang pumasok sa akin nung recently napanood ko yung channel ni Ali Abdal. So, yung link ng channel niya is nakapin din down below kung interested kayo dun sa mga pinapanood ko or mga napapanood ko sa YouTube. Recently, gumawa siya ng video on the topic about a book, and the book is called The Unfair Advantages: How You Already Have What It Takes to Succeed. Itong book na to is authored by Ash Ali and Hasakuba. So, sana hindi ko na-slaughter yung mga pangalan nyo. Sabi sa book, or sabi dun sa video na napanood ko ni Ali Abdal, success is equal to fair play plus unfair advantages. So, ulitin ko, fair play plus unfair advantages. So, ano nga ba yung fair play na tinatawag? Yung fair play na tinatawag is, sa book, dinescribe siya as hard work, determination, perseverance, grit, and hustle. So, hindi ko na masyadong i-elaborate sa inyo dahil sobrang dami ng quotes and sobrang dami ng motivational speakers yung nagto-talk about hard work, about determination, about perseverance, about grit, and about hustle. Ayun, yun daw yung fair play. But may mga nagtatanong, or marami siguro nagtatanong, even me nagtanong na din before, bakit sobrang hardworking naman ako, bakit sobrang determinado naman akong magtrabaho, nagpe-persevere naman ako dun sa work na ginagawa ko, kahit na stressful yung work, hindi ako nag-give up, mga ganun tanong. Siguro natanong na natin to, pero sabi nga, dun sa libro, yung success daw natin, hindi lang na-measure by fair play, na-measure din siya with the unfair advantages that we have or others have, kaya sila nagsasucceed sa buhay. And what are these unfair advantages? So, sa book na The Unfair Advantages, dinescribe yung unfair advantages as money, intelligence and insight, location and luck, education, and then status. So, yun yung ibig sabihin ng miles. So, bakit siya naging unfair advantages para sa atin or para sa ibang tao? Isa-isahin natin. First of all, money, and very evident ang money. For example, artist ka, but you lack money. Wala kang pang renta ng studio, wala kang pang bili ng mga equipments. So, hindi ka makapag-record ng maganda, hindi ka makapag-record ng maayos. And try to relate that sa anak ni Manny Pacquiao. Siguro iisipin mo, ilang buwan or ilang taon kaya siya nag-train with the top-notch equipments, with the high-end gears para maimbitahan ng Wish na i-cover yung kanta niya, yung sarili niyang gawang kanta sa Wish Bus. Diba? And doon pa lang yun, evident na money is an unfair advantage. And yun nga, sabi sa libro, yung money daw, ang nabibigay niya sa'yo na unfair advantage is prestige, power, and then connection. Next is intelligence plus insight. Marami sa atin, or marami yung kakilala before na sobrang talino and sobrang ganda ng insight sa buhay. Nung high school, syempre, ma-expose ka dun sa mga classmates mong nilalaban sa quiz bee, mga classmates mo nilalaban lagi sa poster making, nilalaban sa kung ano ang contest, and merong edge yung ganun, yung pagkakaroon ng intelligence and insights, hindi dahil mas marami silang alam or hindi dahil mas maganda yung outlook nila sa buhay. Yung intelligence plus insight, ang nabibigay nitong unfair advantage para sa ating normal people or para sa ating mga normal na mamamayan is hindi tayo nakakakuha ng scholarship grants and hindi rin tayo nakakakuha ng opportunity sa schools. So yun yung unfair advantage ng pagkakaroon ng intelligence and insight, scholarships and opportunities. So next is location and luck. Ang unfair advantage naman na binibigay sa atin ng tamang location and ng luck is being at the right moment at the right time. Paano siya naging unfair advantage? Hindi siya magiging unfair advantage kung wala kang gagawin. So, magkakabit yan. Being at the right moment at the right time, and then you have to do something about it. Ano ngayon kung may hiring? And ano ngayon kung matching yung hiring na yun sa skill set mo? Kung hindi ka naman nag-act upon it or hindi mo in-applyan yung trabaho na opening, di ba? Next is education. Yung education naman, kakabit siya ng money and ng intelligence. For example, wala kang pera or wala kang pampaaral sa mga magagandang schools, sa prestigious schools like Ivy League schools or dito lang, locally UAAP schools. Pero you have the intelligence and you have the insight na kaninang advantage natin. Pwede ka magkaroon ng scholarship grants para makapag-aral dito sa mga schools na to. Like, scholarship grants sa UP, scholarship grants sa Ateneo, sa Lasal, or whatever university na gusto mo mag-aral. Dahil nga, sa intelligence and insight mo, ikaw na ino-offeran ng scholarship grants. So, pwede siya doon pumasok. Next is sa money. Example, hindi honed yung intelligence mo. I don't believe na walang intelligent na tao. Hindi lang honed yung intelligence nila. Parang basketball yan eh. At first, hindi ka marunong mag-dribble ng bola. At first, hindi ka marunong mag-shoot ng bola. Ganun lang din yung intelligence. You have to train it. You have to read. You have to watch educational videos para ma-hone natin yung intelligence natin, para ma-practice natin. So, yun nga, hindi honed yung intelligence mo, so hindi ka nagkakaroon ng scholarship grant. But, yung mom and dad mo nakapag-ipon for your educational plan or malaking business nyo, yung money na galing doon, pwedeng i-invest sa'yo para makapag-aral ka sa magandang schools like Ateneo, Lasal, or mas maganda makapag-aral ka sa mga Ivy League schools, Harvard, Oxford, etc. Ang unfair advantage nito ng education or ng educational institutions is brandable siya. Knowledge. Na-hone mo yung knowledge mo dahil nga kilala yung institution, kilala yung university, malabo na hindi quality yung education na makukuha mo doon. Kung hindi, magbabackfire yung kasikatan nila. Next is yung network. Kasi nga, nagpuproduce siya ng quality graduates, mga leaders. For example, UP nakapag-produce na ng maraming leaders, maraming senators, maraming lawyers. Pwede ka magkaroon ng network. Diba? Graduate ka, batch 2015 sa College of Engineering. So, pag nag-apply ka in this company na maraming UP graduates din na previous batch, pwedeng kakilala ka nila, pwedeng kilala mo sila, and pwedeng maging leverage mo yun para mas magkaroon ka ng edge para matanggap dun sa company na ina-applyan mo. And last is yung status. Sa status naman, yun lang yung kung paano mo dinadala yung sarili mo. Ang unfair advantage niya is esteem, charisma, and self-confidence. So, pag kaya mo dalhin yung sarili mo, kaya mong ibenta yung skill set mo, kaya mong ibenta yung sarili mo sa ina-apply mong company, kaya mong ibenta yung skills mo para sa project, para sa big breaks, para sa kung ano mang endeavors na gusto mong tahakin sa buhay. Ay lang basically yung yung status. It's self-esteem, kung gaano mo kakilala yung sarili mo, and kung paano mo siya kayang ibenta in a good way, na hindi ka magmumukhang mayabang in front of other people. So, that's the 5 unfair advantages na sinabi dun sa libro, The Unfair Advantage. And yun nga yung Miles Framework, yun yung bumubuo ng Miles Framework. The money, intelligence and insight, location and luck, education, and then last is status. For the heart of the brew today, remember that sometimes it is not others that we compete with when it comes to our success. Doon nga sa libro, sabi that success equates to fair play, your hard work, your perseverance, your determination, your grit, and your hustle, plus unfair advantages. Yung unfair advantages na yun, take note. Kung for the longest time or for the duration of this video, akala nyo yung unfair advantage na yun is from other people, nagkakamali kayo. It's your own unfair advantage. In-exploit ng libro or pinakita lang ng libro na baka meron na tayong unfair advantage na kailangan lang natin i-exploit or i-discover. Kaya nga yung title ng libro, di ba? The Unfair Advantages. How you already have what it takes to succeed. So, kung anong meron ka, baka meron ka ng unfair advantages dyan, hindi mo alam. And yun din yung tinatry kong i-share sa inyo, na baka meron kayong unfair advantages na pwede nating i-discover or pwede nating i-exploit para makatulong dun sa fair play natin that will lead us to succeed. Kasi the success of others or the unfair advantages of others will not inhibit your success. Wala correlation between the success of others or the unfair advantages of others or the fair play of others inhibiting one's success or others' success. So, as long as wala pang napoprove na correlation between that, you have to focus on yourself. Mag-focus ka sa sarili mong success kasi success mo yan. Sa sarili mong fair play kasi it's your hard work, it's your hustle. And sa sarili mong unfair advantage kasi it's your own unfair advantage. And yun lang yung ma-exploit mo. You cannot exploit others' unfair advantages. Paano naman ngayon kung kahit anong hanap mo, kahit anong sipat mo, iniisip mo wala kang unfair advantage or nakakonclude mo na wala kang unfair advantage, wala kang ganito, i-tweak natin ng konti yung equation. Di ba nga, success equals fair play plus unfair advantage. Intensify your fair play so that your unfair advantages will be insignificant. So, for example, sa money, kahit anong hanap mo, wala kang pera, wala kang unfair advantage sa pera. Intensify your fair play para maging insignificant yung money. Mag-side hustle ka. OT ka, mag-sideline ka, pa-after work, or mag-second job ka, or mag-invest ka, palaki mo yung ina-earn mong pera. And remember that money is a tool para makapag-build, para makapag-invest tayo, okay? Next is intelligence and insight. I believe that everyone is intelligent, hindi lang siya trained. So you have to train your intelligence. You have to read. You have to expose yourself in what you pursue. You are intelligent. Don't worry. Kalma lang. Matalino ka. Hindi lang siya trained. Okay? Yun, location and luck. Paano natin i-exploit ito so that hindi na siya magiging significant? Expose yourself. Attend ka convention, attend ka trainings, attend ka ng webinars, etc. na may expose mo yung sarili mo. Pwede din gawa ka Facebook page. Pwede gawa ka YouTube video. Pwede gawa ka vlog, etc. na makakapag-expose sa sarili mo, sa brand mo, sa skill set mo na pwedeng makita ng tao. Sabi nga sa lottery, the more entries you have, the more chances of winning, diba? So, pag mas marami nakakita sa'yo, pag na-expose mo yung sarili mo ng mas malawak, mas may chance na meron doon significant na investor, significant na hiring manager or manager na makakilala sa'yo. Next is education. Ano ngayon kung hindi ka graduate sa Ivy League school? Ano ngayon kung hindi ka graduate sa UAAP school? Ngayon kasi very, very forgiving na yung mga companies when it comes to hiring. Ang tinitignan ng mga hiring managers sa mga empleyado nila is yung fair play, Yung kung hardworking ba, perseverant ba, determined ba, may grit ba, nag-hustle ba sa work, and kung yung goal ng tao is in line sa goal ng company or ng organization. Yun madalas yung tinitignan na ng mga hiring managers ngayon. And hindi na sila tumitingin specifically sa kung saan ka nagtapos na school. Pero kung sa tingin mo unfair advantage pa din yun, go for further studies. Mag-aral ka ng masters dun sa school na gusto mo na. And kung wala kang pang-aral or hindi ka makakuha ng scholarship grant, hustle lang uli. Ako, hindi ako scholar sa master's degree ko ngayon, kaya I have to work para makapag-ipon ako, para makapagbayad ako tuition fee. So, hustle lang, then pag nakaipon, bayad for tuition fee, then do whatever it takes para hindi ako bumagsak nang sa ganun hindi sayang yung pera pinagpaguran ko, di ba? So, aside from going for further studies, meron din naman mga certifications like Oracle certification, IBM certifications, Google certifications, then meron din project management certification, and meron din naman mga trainings and seminars na makakapag-enhance ng education mo. Sa TESDA, may NC2s. Yung company mo pwede nag-offer ng mga trainings, webinars, seminars na pwede makapag-further ng educational status mo. And next is status. Natitrain yung pagkakaroon ng confidence, natitrain yung pagkakaroon ng self-esteem, natitrain yung charisma. I don't believe na inherent yon sa atin. So, ayun, I hope that this has been a worthwhile conversation with you. And as a footnote, I'd like to use this ending scene of the podcast to emphasize what's happening right now. The pandemic is not getting any easier or is not flattening anytime sooner kahit na nandiyan na yung rollout ng vaccines. And evident yan sa previous spikes na nangyayari. And yun nga, recently, kailangan na naman natin mag-lockdown. And it's very alarming na to the point that nasa doorsteps na natin, nasa circle of friends na natin, nasa circle of connections na natin yung pandemic. Hindi na siya nababalita lang sa TV, hindi na siya nababalita lang somewhere. Evident na din siya kahit sa mga PMs, sa mga DMs, sa mga posts ng friends natin. Sobrang evident na siya. Sobrang nakaka-alarma na and sobrang nakakabigat sa heart na yung nangyayari, that this pandemic is draining our emotional, our spiritual, our mental, and our physical selves. So, I'd like to take this time para sabihin sa inyo na in whatever you are doing right now or in whatever phase you are facing right now, cherish this moment. Nakasama niyo yung family niyo, nakasama niyo yung relatives niyo, and I hope na safe kayo, I hope na healthy kayo during this time. I cannot emphasize this enough. Be safe, practice the protocols strictly, lalo na pagka meron kayong elders or meron kayong infant sa bahay. I'd like to use this time to say that I pray that you and everyone that's watching this video na malayo kayo sa COVID or malayo kayo dun sa pandemic, dun sa symptoms ng pandemic. And I hope na safe kayo. One thing that I should emphasize that we should learn during this pandemic is hindi na natin battle to. Hindi na, it's not our battle. Dahil wala tayong unfair advantage in vaccines, in being immune. Wala tayong unfair advantage dun sa knowledge para sugpuin yung pandemic, yung COVID. Our only unfair advantage during this time is God. And maybe this pandemic is teaching us that we should entrust ourselves or entrust our whole being to God, our families, our relatives to God. Kaya I hope that your family is safe. I hope that in whatever you do, safe kayo, dahil hindi na talaga natin alam kung ano yung mangyayari during this pandemic. The only thing na alam natin is we have a great God. So that's it. That's our brew for today. Till our next sessions. Lao out.